Hi everyone, we are now starting lesson 6. So you have gotten so far. We are ready as I come to my content page, and here's lesson 6, decision making and goal setting. So making decisions, setting goals, which I think is something I'm always trying to get better at, setting goals and following through and accomplishing them. I want to take the time to talk about the application activity because it's a little more complex. It's about having a SMART goal. So listen carefully so that you do this correctly. I'll come to the post gathering folder, find my application activity. Okay. When I go to the directions, you'll see here that, you have, before we set goals, we first have to talk about our priorities. And once we know where we're going and where we want to get, then we can start making our plan for how we're going to reach that goal. This talks about setting a SMART goal. And a SMART goal is a goal that has these things in it. The SMART stands is the S-M-A-R-T. So it's specific, where it's not just general, I'm going to be a better person. You get specific. Measurable, I can measure if I've done it or not. So like it says here, it needs to have parameters so that you know if you've accomplished it. You can't just say, like, I'm going to be a better person. How do we measure if you're a better person from this week to next? And like here, if we just said, I want to lose weight, how are you going to measure that? Are you going to, from Monday to the next Monday, I'm going to lose 5 pounds? So here we have measurable. Attainable, it has to be realistic. It can't be, especially if it's just a week long, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, or I'm going to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of another extreme example that might not be quite realistic. If it's something that needs to take more time, then, especially if you, such as totally changing your exercise routine or whatever it might be, that is something that you can do. I want to eliminate sugary drinks. So that's great, but in order to make it attainable, I will reduce my sugar drink consumption every week so that you can over time totally eliminate it. So you just slowly decrease it so you don't just say, I'm not going to drink anymore ever again. Relevant, make sure that it's something that is something you value and it applies to something you want in life. So just saying, I want to change my lifestyle. Tell us how you're going to improve your lifestyle by making good food choices. Time-oriented, like it says, create a time frame. Rather than just saying, I want to reach an ideal weight. Tell me a date. By this date, I will reach the goal that I'm trying to meet. There are examples and non-example, which means not the best example. So studying your scriptures 20 minutes each day, that's good because that's something you have control over. Rather than saying, I'll make sure that my relationship with my mom is better than it's ever been. You can do a lot on your end, but sometimes it takes your mom as well. Or I'm going to help my mom be a better person or be a happier person. That's not necessarily in your control. So pick something that you can control. Here it has the non-example. I'll read my scriptures with my family and roommates. It's good, but you can't always control. I'll make sure that everyone in my apartment or all my roommates read the scriptures with me, because you can't control them. Here's another. I'll work out for 30 minutes, 4 days a week. It's a good goal because you can control your schedule and what you do with your time. Non-example is I'll lose 2 pounds each week. And that's inappropriate because sometimes there's things out of your control. So you can control maybe saying I'm going to eat my fruits and vegetables every day and my protein. I'll make sure I exercise 4 times a week. That's stuff that you have control over. It's probably more of a better SMART goal. And some of those examples are on my note to you this week. So you'll ponder and reflect. And I want to download the template so I can show you some of these questions. I'm going to hide my face for a minute. Some of these questions, if I can get it to open. In the past, I've had some students answer them incorrectly, so I want to go over this. So first reflect, think, what is a goal I want to reach? So look at your life, look at something you want to improve on. Then list 2 or 3 short-term goals that you could do to help you reach that overall priority. And as you walk through these steps, let's see, number 3, through prayer. So you have a couple options. Once, like it says, you have 2 or 3 short-term goals that you could pick. Short-term, just something I'm going to do for a week. Decide one of them. So if I have 2, I'm trying to decide, do I want to work on being better with my time management or being healthier? Whatever it is, pick one of them after you've prayed and wonder which one would be best. Then write it into a SMART goal. And it says in 1 to 3 sentences, and begin this week, I will, and then whatever your SMART goal is. Then it helps you check, is it a SMART goal? Well, let's see, is it specific? And if I think it is, I might say yes. Oh, let's see. I'm not sure why it has that. Yes, comma. How will you focus on one thing to improve? It's specific. It is not looking at such a big part of my health, but specifically on what I eat. Rather than just saying, I'm going to be healthier, let's talk about, maybe my goal talked this week, I will eat this many servings of fruits, this many of vegetables, this many of protein or meat. Is it measurable? And you might say yes. Well, don't just say yes, but look at the second part. How will you measure your progress? Each morning, I will look at my food plan, and at the end of the day, I will check that I have eaten the foods from all food groups. Is it attainable? And then it tells you, asks the question, write down the major reason why or how you can reach it. So you go ahead and say yes or no to that first question, then answer the second one. Don't just ignore that second question on all those. So that is our application activity. So make sure when you write your SMART goal, it keeps track of all those components, the SMART. Okay, so it's specific, measurable, as we look at all of it, attainable, relevant, time-bound, and timely. And I know as you set these goals and are specific with them, that you'll work hard and ask Heavenly Father to help you reach those goals, that you will. So if you have questions on how to write a SMART goal, first read my note and see some of the examples before you get too frustrated or confused. And I hope that helps, but I'm here to help. And I will do my English tip in the video below this one. And the only other thing that I would recommend is make sure you're getting the assignments in on their due dates. Make sure you're looking at when they're due, because each day that you submit it, it's taking points off. Each day that it's late. And read the directions. If it says write 3 sentences, I'm going to look for 3 sentences. Okay, so have a great week, and we will check in with you next week. Bye, everyone.